You guys are good.
Whew. Pretty good way to kick off episode 33.
Never fails.
Beers and Bucks.
Never fails.
Ooh, that was a goosey one. Good job, Riley and Spencer and the gang that put that together. That's a...
Jake looked tough when he was shooting the bow.
He did.
Like,
he was
tough.
dialed in.
He looked mean.
He looked...
He missed the target.
That's why I shot 2 bucks.
We don't
this
talk
year.
about that. Ooh, here he goes. Jake's on a pretty good streak right now. Sheds and bucks and...
I don't know. I sent him a humble video today. A guy who found 399 sheds, and he's wearing a tank top.
We don't talk about that guy.
Yeah, well, he's cooler than Jake, so
Is he?
you know, it's my flex because I actually shed hunted for the first time this last weekend, and
The dog got out, huh?
the dog is shedless.
True or false? True or false? The only sheds you've ever found in your life were the shed hunt when you found like 9 in one day.
Accurate.
True. So the dog found all of his sheds in one day.
And I'm pretty sure a few of those were planted.
They may or may not.
Think they are? They definitely
The one against the rubbing post.
You think? And the
The
7
65-inch side
the
against
7 more in a straight line down the path of Big Sexy.
Tim. Don't.
Timmy had a day. It was great.
just don't leave that row.
That's where the shed dog came
Yeah.
from.
It's fine. This dog's got a hunt.
Episode 33 brought to you by...
Hop and barrel.
We're supposed to talk about their stout, but we don't drink stout, so we're just going to keep drinking our Lemon Breaker and our Minnetonka, and the young college kids don't like it because it tastes. But
I did try the stout
us.
the other day. I was there on Sunday and just had a little sample. Because I'm like, I like to expand my horizons once in a while.
Do you?
It was good, but you know, it's not Minnetonka good. It's definitely better than Lemon Breaker, but
I can't. No, Lemon Breakers. Where I'll stay, right in the zone.
I think we got to bring some Lemon Breaker down with us to the Deer and Turkey Expo.
We plan on it. Yeah. Pretty good lead in.
Yeah.
We got the whole crew almost going to Wisconsin Dells this weekend at the Kalahari. It's our last show of the spring, the biggest show of the year, really. A great time to stop in. We'll all be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What's our booth number, Spinner? Ooh, doesn't know. The show director does not know.
Boy.
That's great. He'll be in the booth. He just doesn't know the number.
Well, same booth as
It's the same booth we've had for the last 4 years. So if you've been there either of the last 4 years, which Spinner was, so were we.
it's right next to the guy that does the juggling with knives, and he's got the taser.
I just never trusted a knife salesman with one hand.
Uncle Terry.
It's hard to trust him. Also, I don't have the audacity to ask him what happened to his other hand. I just
Those
assumed
sharp
he
knives.
cut it off.
Knife fight.
Yeah. Old tear. I mean, that guy sells a lot of knives in a weekend, though.
It's incredible.
It is.
Do you think our booth is busy? I mean, the amount of who got tasered last year? Was it
Spinner.
Spencer?
tasered Spence.
Spency got
Why doesn't
tasered.
remember the booth number?
I mean,
You zapped his dome.
scale of 1 to 10, how bad was it?
0. It was like, bee stings hurt worse.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I don't like bees.
They must not have had it turned up very high because I've seen some videos on like cops.
Yeah, it was like $20 too.
Big old tater gets dropped.
Yeah, you
I
bought
think
one.
we should also let it be known that this is Spencer's first Beers and Bucks, where he can participate in the beers
Ooh.
and the bucks. So
He just turned 21.
happy 21st. I think
Cheers,
everybody should
Spinner.
drink to that.
Cheers to Spency.
Cheers to Spinner finally being 21.
Are you gonna have some moonshine?
All the bars across Buffalo County are wondering why he's been in them for the last 3 years. But
Yeah.
not our problem anymore.
Good business.
Oh, gosh. We got lots to cover tonight.
I think he needs to try some of that peach.
Yeah.
I don't
agree.
think the peach, God bless Dan for sending it to us, I don't think it's moonshine. It tastes way too good, way too clean. It doesn't burn, it doesn't sting. Sam, you can't open it.
Has anyone
Is that on video? Is that on video?
has anyone ate?
Tim do it.
Yeah, Tim.
Tim do it.
Send it over here. Let the big bear get his paws on it.
Papa Bear.
He's got to hand it to Colton to open his freaking Gerber still. So.
Has anyone ate one of the peaches out of there? That's the real test.
Spencer has. Oh.
I did.
Was it good?
It was good. It's not strong at all. Is it?
No.
You know.
that's either terrifying because you can't
like
taste
peach
it,
juice.
or it's
Yeah.
just not.
No, those things will. If you took a few rippers of that thing, you're gonna feel it. Face is gonna get a little red. You're gonna feel a little warm.
A little tingly.
You're gonna feel like a Tom on April 18th, just all strutty.
Today.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like this podcast I listened to where he's like, a fifth of wild turkey will get anybody gobbling. You know, that's what that stuff will
all
do.
right, that's fair. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the moonshine I've had in the past, it burned the whole.
mean, yeah, there's a
you,
little-
You could light your breath on fire.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
So we'll see. I don't know. Not to say it's really good, but we got a lot to cover today. We got a launch.
Well,
Nobody even knows about.
Well, you have something on your melon that looks a little unique.
This is different. Yeah. So we're gonna. The guys have been busy. We've kind of tasked the team to kind of create a new line of products, and they've taken it and run with it. So they're going to launch kind of a new line of products today. So there's 6 new items coming out? Okay, cool. So we'll get at that. We've obviously got Rapid Fire, which have been rapidly firing into our Facebook page. So if you're watching live right now, hop onto our Facebook page and ask a question. You could win some new merch. Probably better talk about some shed hunting. Got turkey season coming up. And we've also got our big Kansas hunt giveaway that we need to touch base on, because the deadline to enter that is April 1st. I think we've got, I'm not going to say how many people we've got entered, but you're going to want to enter it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a free rut hunt. It's the only way you're going to hunt homegrown Kansas in the next 2 years. They're completely booked, and we own one spot. So
I entered with 3 different email addresses. So
I entered all 3 of my kids.
we'll let you know how that goes for you.
I use my alter ego, Ted Castellucci.
Oh, Mike Mazaluski?
No, Ted Castellucci. Ted, he lives in New England. He owns the largest furniture emporium in New England, and he also sells custom painted water heaters.
Why?
Yeah. But the thing with Ted is he paints them on the inside.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. People are like, "Hey, Ted, how do we know it's painted?" And it's like, they get kicked out of the store. So
fair.
the Kansas ain't ready for Ted. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think Kansas is going to have to worry about Ted.
Ted
I should have probably told you guys about Ted Castellucci, you
Oh,
know, because now I'm
Castellucci.
going to get pulled out of the frickin' drawing.
We'll make sure Ted. We got some technical difficulties here.
No, we're good.
Is Jake not in the picture?
Just keep zooming.
I wondered why.
Slow zoom.
I wondered why viewership was so high tonight.
He doesn't have his fun guys on.
back.
We almost called tonight's episode the Jake intervention. We've been dealing with about a month's worth of shed season, and if you've met Jake Ergen, when it comes to shed hunting, the guy's addicted to it, and that's a really polite way of putting it. So he's been fondling this shed all night. So I think it's time for Jake to tell us. We went on a shed hunt in Kentucky, and Jake's been wearing this thing around his neck like a chain.
Kind of like the turkey guys do in
Just like the turkey guys do
Nashville.
at Nashville. Yep.
Hanging it.
He's been wearing the shed chain. So Jake, why don't you tell us why you're holding on to that thing?
Well, so we were down in Kentucky last weekend, and 2-day shed hunt. We got back on the last evening, and he came out with these 4 trophies.
Yeah.
And the 4th trophy was the worst shed hunter ever,
I won that one.
and Mike won that one.
I think I got it because he knew I could handle it.
But yeah, I got this one because I picked up the most sheds. I picked up 17 sheds. As a group, we picked up 95 in 2 days on how many farms?
10?
10 farms.
Something like that.
So yeah, pretty proud of this one.
I think it's time to officially anoint him the dog.
Well, he can't be the dog. He could be the shed king.
That's fair. Master.
Like, I don't just give up the dog.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, you could be
I
the
mean, you're in
dog.
my phone as the shed dog. I mean, you're just the dog.
Is it 1 G or 2?
I think I have 2 in my phone.
Yeah, 2 G's.
I got DAWG.
the dog.
Yeah.
That's fine as long as I can maintain that. I suck at shed hunting.
That's been
I'm willing to admit it.
that has been proven.
Yeah.
We knew that beforehand, and we are for sure of it after.
It's not good.
9 sheds in 3 years.
I'm working on it.
I'd be curious to ask people why they think Tim's so bad at it.
I don't go.
Oh,
Oh,
Like, you know, I didn't go get down to Gallivant down in Kentucky like Jake. You know?
but I'm curious.
Got-
We ask ourselves the same question all the time about like how you're unsuccessful hunting in Kentucky, and we all have our own theories.
pretty much. They're all about the same theories, though.
What are they? Let's hear them.
I mean, there were some questions. Just the guy's not wearing any clothes in the stand. I mean,
You're in the book without a shirt
I mean,
on.
There was a blind picture that I took,
there's
but that was at
probably
like 2 in the afternoon.
The deer probably saw you moving, and the reflection of the light, and
Those windows were tinted.
I mean, there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe John thinks you need to buy a pair of Fun Guys.
Probably need to.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it has increased my odds.
You didn't even wear them.
Oh, true.
I'm killing a deer in Kentucky this year. It's happening.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's.
Spinner went out on Saturday and found like 9 sheds.
I'm not talking about shed hunting anymore. I've given.
every time they go.
I've given up on that. What I'm saying is, the dog is going to kill in Kentucky this year.
All right. I mean, if you don't,
Kill what? Owl?
Well, they didn't
Time.
believe me that coyote that I killed.
we did see the alleged stand where you killed a
Yeah.
coyote. We walked past that.
40-yard rip on a coyote.
That sucker was feeling it.
Never found. Never like.
Never found his arrow.
There's
No
probably one
blood.
that ran right by me on Grundy the other day. I don't know. It's alleged.
Yep. Well, I like to be mischievous.
That's fair. All right. Also, too, I want to bring up our other podcast. We haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you haven't been on, what are the podcast apps? I'm not with it. Spotify. Thank you. There you go. There you go.
Main two.
We've got What's on Tap that comes out every single week. What day is it?
Thursdays.
Thursday mornings at 5 a.m.
Yep.
Where we're covering relevant information that is timely and important, and it's been awesome. We've had incredible feedback on it. The guys are running with it, and
It's not super long.
It's been-
10 to 15 minutes.
Yep.
this week's is. Can we tell them what it's on or not?
Yeah, that's fine.
Switchgrass.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Which has been super hot right now.
Right.
Incredible amounts of information about switchgrass. We've got 3 different kinds. Somebody mentioned earlier we never really officially launched Sundance, but that's our newest variety that we sell. We still have the RC Big Rock, we still have Cave and Rock, and now we have Sundance. So Sundance is like a improved variety of Cave and Rock. It's a little taller, more durable to winter. The most drought-tolerant switchgrass you're going to find anywhere. Great for bedding, great for concealment, and really good in the northern part of the U.S. So we'll have that at Wisconsin this year. We've had a lot of people asking about that too. So we'll have RC and Sundance at Wisconsin. But yeah, tune into what? Oh.
Good comment.
Oh God. Oh boy. What's on Tap tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. on your drive into work or wherever you are.
I tried to let them get a segment in, Tuesdays with Timmy or something, but
No dice, huh?
they said we didn't have enough time.
Nobody
Bummer.
drives 2 hours to work.
Tuesdays with Timmy. Saddle up.
I'll just sit on live and then people can join. I'll get on a Zoom and people can pop in. It's all I do anyways. So
Perfect.
should we launch that?
I was just gonna
What
say,
you're wearing on your head?
What do we
'Cause
do? What do we do next? We've got 6 products to launch. We've got
No employee.
Mitch.
Oh, we got a new
sneaking over
employee.
there. We announced Mitch on Facebook, but we didn't announce him live.
I mean, we got a lot going on tonight.
It's a lot to manage. It's a lot to manage. And I'm gonna butcher his last name. Fireisen.
I tried to spell it.
Most words are tough for you.
I went to school with a fire hyson.
There you go.
Fire
I
hyson.
work with one.
Yeah.
Fair.
F-E-Y-E-R.
I think Mitch will probably be on one of the What's on Tap, so he can introduce himself.
Yeah.
Maybe he can. I think next year at the Wisconsin Deer Classic, part of our booth is him aging deer.
That'd be
Bring
good.
the John.
Just bring the John and Mitch will age it for you. Mitch has a background in all sorts of cool shit, so
I learned a lot when I brought in Donnie's jaw.
It's
just in 5 minutes of what he's telling-
fascinating.
Yeah. I had no idea.
Jake called me on the phone. I'm like, it was before I met Mitch, and I'm like, how's Mitch? He goes, dude, he's so smart. He was aging a deer, and he was saying words I don't know, so he's way.
I don't know him, I can't spell them.
I'm telling you, all I had was a fireplace and a book.
Good old Annandale. Couldn't read the book.
It was a
but he had
picture
it.
book.
But no, it's good to have Mitch. Mitch is helping in production now, but he's going to help with a lot of other things as we go here. So we'll keep you in tune on what we got in store for old Mitchy boy. But he'll be at Wisconsin too, so stop in and say hi. Mitch from River Falls. That's what we'll call him. We got 3 River Falls nights over there.
MRF.
Yeah, we do.
We got JRF, GRF, and MRF.
Murph.
Ooh,
Murph.
I like
New
that.
nickname. Murph.
I mean, it really is hard to be around here without having a nickname,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? I mean, Grant doesn't have one. We'll have to work on that.
G-Money.
G Money. I can work on
G money.
Grunt. I like that. All right, let's do it. Let's launch some merch. What should we start with?
The hat. You're
All
already
right, so
wearing.
I'm not positive, but if it's not live immediately, it will be live as soon as the podcast is over tonight. We'll hit live on all of them.
Spency's on it. He's
Maybe
going to get
we'll-
that sucker live.
Maybe we'll just send them live right now as we go.
Should be live.
So, piece number 1.
Is the most comfortable hat I have ever
Let
put
her
on
go,
my
Jakey
head.
boy.
Yeah.
So this is the new Sheddy hat. It's a legacy cut above.
Can you drop the link in,
It
Spency,
is.
to the hat
it
on the
is
website
silly.
on the
Yeah.
post?
It is by far the most comfortable hat.
It's a golf hat. It's a go to church hat. I don't know if it's a hunting hat, but it's definitely a shed hunting hat.
Yeah.
Live now, but I'm telling you, when I brought this in, some of the guys didn't like it.
Yeah.
Took some time. This was me going rogue at ATA show, which I do every once in a while. And JJ didn't like it. Now he's got it on his head.
Yeah.
So that's always a win for me. That's not the first hat JJ hasn't liked and then wore.
Grant did like it.
That was the other one.
It's a turnip hat, and then he wore it for like 3 weeks straight.
It's the only hat he wears.
I know.
3 months.
But yeah, whatever it was. So like,
I had one, and I wore it for all 5 minutes, and then my cousin Hannah took it from me on Saturday. She's like, "That's a really nice hat," and I'm like, "She's like, you've never given me any merch," and I was like, "Well, here, you can have my hat.
all the shitty hats are good.
That one's nice."
Yeah.
It is super nice. Super nice hat.
Breathable too. Be good for golfing,
It's a golf hat. I mean,
fishing.
golf hats are.
I got to be careful with hats like this though, because I'll sunburn.
That's fair.
You know,
I would love to see that.
this is my old bald head. Yeah, like it ends up being really awkward on Monday when I go to work with the coon eyes and just a speckled head.
That would be the best one. Only the back half.
Yeah, it's a little hard to explain.
That would be so good.
Oh, God, that would be amazing. All right, so
Sucker's
the
nice.
shitty hat live.
I'm taking this one.
I'm gonna let Sammy launch these. He kind of spearheaded the idea behind this. I'm not gonna give him art credit because he's not nowhere near that talented, but his buddy is. So Sammy, take it away, dude.
Yep, so it's the new line called Strutty. Let us know what your favorite camo pattern is with these. We're kind of doing a test.
What do we got there for camo patterns?
We've got the real tree, bottomland, and then that's the mossy oak bottomland. Yeah.
So I think they're on the same page on the website. The difference, you just have to click down. So there's 2 options on the same page.
Yeah.
But turkey season's here for some of us, coming soon for others of us. And what better way than to get Strutty, eh?
Yeah,
Hey, Timmy, you got your hat on. You're good. You're good to go now.
sucker's comfortable.
He's gonna get tan line behind that light.
I know. I got to be careful with the UV. You know.
So I mean, our hats have been. We're kind of hat guys. If you walk around the place, everyone's wearing a hat all the time. So we're kind of bougie hat guys, and these 3 they're spot on. The graphics are silly.
And these ones are like embroidered. Like they're
It is
super
a
nice.
straight up Richardson 112 embroidered Strutty logo, which I'm not going to say it guarantees you to kill a strutter because then I'll get sued for saying that and somebody doesn't kill one. But I gotta think
It'll definitely help.
it's gonna increase your
I think you
odds.
yeah.
What do you think our odds would be if we went to turkey camp wearing these, that we would actually wake up the next morning for turkey hunting?
I think we'd be out strutting all night.
Just get out to
Probably
buckshots.
decrease our odds.
Yeah.
Full strut.
We've not. Our track record speaks for itself. Not good shed hunters or turkey hunters.
Yeah, we just suck.
Yeah, those are things that
Sammy.
Maybe we should start trapping. I feel like I could be really good at trapping.
it's worth a shot.
Yeah. We got more.
Beer. All right, so we got 2 new Strutty hats that are live, a new Sheddy hat that's live, so that's all fun. In addition, we've got a few new tees. So what should we go with first, Jakey boy?
You know which one he's gonna pick. That's not an
Yeah.
This one's in honor of the master.
Oh,
Yeah, so we switched it up this year, and now we've got. I'm old school. I've always been a logo front guy, but now these young bucks are logo back shirt guy.
logo in the front. The best part in the back.
That is a buck shed hunting. Yep.
Sheddy.
Lift it up just a little bit higher, Jakey boy. The new Sheddy shirt, freaking sweet. Lift it up just a little higher. There we go. Such a cool design.
Yeah.
The deer is actually shed hunting. Love that. Has he dropped both antlers or just one?
both.
He's got one in the other.
He's got one in his hand. He's one on the ground. We call it a match set in the shed
So if
hunting
you
world.
go shed hunting,
In the biz.
I would recommend wearing the shirt
Did you have it on this weekend?
all weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to bed with it on.
weekend.
Yeah.
All weekend. All right.
Awesome.
So that's one of the shirts in the new lineup. George is getting a little weird there.
Easy, George. Whoa.
All right, let's do the next one. What color is this, Sam? You pick this color.
George saying.
I mean, I like it. It's super comfy. I wore this shirt today.
A forest green heathered.
Perfect. We'll go
I'd
with
call it Aqua Forest.
All right, so we're getting Sheddy, and we're gonna get Strutty. So this goes with your brand new hat. Ooh. The old, what are these made of? They're like stretchy poly wool.
There's 3 different materials in it.
They're super comfy. So they shouldn't shrink. They're gonna fit true to size. They're super comfortable. And then once again, we've got a custom sketch. My favorite part of these shirts, obviously, I feel like I'm on QVC right now. Like,
They really hug the bicep.
yeah.
It's a nice
What are
thing.
words they would use? Like, where they got their hands up there and like something like rings and stuff.
Do you want to look like you've been curling, doing 100 curls with 30-pound bicep? What are they, dumbbells?
What?
Wear that shirt. 30-pound dumbbells. You do 100 a day for a year. You just need to buy the shirt. Sucker hugs
What are
them.
those things called?
Curls? Curls, yeah.
I suppose you don't need to do that on your big mountain biking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got 40 miles. How's that going?
Not great. My Masagi is
Not so Masagi.
it's not so Masagi. It's supposed
soggy.
to define your entire year. We're through a quarter already. I'm just getting into it.
Well, maybe you can get Strutty. That'll help.
I do think Jonathan has a point. Maybe we got to introduce a glove. I feel like you'd be really good at.
Hand model?
Yeah, I feel like you'd be really good at like showcasing that.
Oh, yeah. But wait, there's more. This is my favorite. I'm actually wearing this one. This one's not really time appropriate, like the Sheddy shirt is and the Strutty shirt is. Spinner, why don't you launch this one for us? Nice catch, too.
Getting ruddy.
I'm
Chasing season, boys.
It's always chasing season.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one. I'm a fan. Obviously, I'm wearing it. Love the color.
Yeah.
What is it? It's not tan. I mean, tan's just too simple.
Sandy Brown.
There we go. It's like our truck. It's like the domain truck. Desert. Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that's actually
Desert storm, desert sand. Love it.
desert something.
Desert tan, isn't it?
Desert tan. So
Beautiful.
these are all on our website now, and they are limited edition. I can't promise you how many we're going to have. If they sell out, we may not bring them back. We're going to continue to roll out new merch, so we might roll in new, sell it all, roll in new, sell it all. So if you want it, I wouldn't waste any time. We will have it at Wisconsin Dells too, and if you don't want it, that's
People
fine,
buy a lot of merch in the Dells.
we will have it at the Dells. We'll have that and a bunch of switchgrass because we've had a ton of people asking about that. We'll have all of our stuff there, but all the new gear, and guys, like, awesome work. This was a Spencer and Sam and Jakey project along with Trent.
Yep.
He did a lot of the artistic work because none of us are capable of that. But they spearheaded it and it's super cool. So fun to launch 6 new items and we're all wearing them. So
How many Beers and Bucks t-shirts do we still have?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
We should look and see how many we got, and if you come, we'll bring a limited supply. And if you come to the booth,
Sizes might be an issue.
size might be a challenge, but if you come to the booth and you mention Beers and Bucks podcast, maybe we have a little gift for you.
You get a free shirt if it fits.
Tim's giving stuff away.
Tim likes to give stuff away. I'm down. All right, we'll bring the Beers and Bucks merch, and maybe you'll get a shirt for your dad or for your son or for your daughter or for your grandma if it doesn't fit you. Tried to get everybody involved there.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's time for rapid fire, which is my favorite portion of the show. And make sure you check out the website for all that new gear. And thanks Top and Barrel for sticking with us. We're not sure why, but they do.
I love their beer.
They love coming out with high alcohol content beer that has a lot of different flavors. We drink light beers with no flavor.
Yeah.
So thankfully they have a couple that we like, but and obviously we drink them constantly. But they've got, if you like IPAs, there probably isn't a better.
Crooked Grain's really good.
Their IPAs are really, really good, and they've got a wide variety of them. So check them out. They're in downtown Hudson, which is pretty sweet too. Alrighty, so tonight's questions. JG is going to randomly select 2 winners, so we'll announce those here tonight as well, and they will win their choice of merch, which is also fun. But tonight's rapid fire round was food plot questions. We've been fielding thousands and thousands of questions. It's March 26th. Some people down south are planting. Some people mid to north are frost seeding. There's still multiple weeks to frost seed. If you look at the forecast, April's a frost seeding month.
This weekend looks great.
It's gonna freeze the whole freaking month. So
Yeah.
if you quote unquote miss your window, you can still plant the seed. But let's jump in, and we'll get ripping. Spency, let's start with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Nick Neubauer asks how to prep the ground for small kill plots. Now, remind you, this is rapid fire. Try to answer it as rapidly as possible. If anybody here, if Nick has a follow-up question, we can figure that out online later.
BLT. Be like Tim
Prep
here.
the ground. No. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That was really good.
That's actually pretty good.
But if you've ever watched rapid fire, don't be like Timmy.
Yeah.
Be rapid. So ground prep for small kill plots. Go.
I'm gonna take a plastic rake because it goes through roots really easy. The metal ones get caught. Plastic rake, remove all the debris, spread your seed, rake it in.
What's your favorite seed for small kill plots?
Hot chicken novias.
Full send. All right, Samuel. What is your favorite food plot to hunt? Smaller than 1 acre or larger than 1 acre? Nathan Johnson from Minnesota.
Smaller than 1.
Boom. Love that.
That's rapid.
Jakey boy. What cover crop would you put down with a first-time comeback kid plot?
3-way grains.
I love that. For a fall planting?
Yep.
Okay, cool. What about spring planting?
You can do our forage oats.
I like that. Perfect. Timmy?
BLT.
What? Jamie Adams wants to know what are some tips for a first year
Love that
backwoods
guy.
food plot?
First year back. Okay. Clear the debris.
BLT.
Clear debris.
Perfect.
In before canopy.
Boom.
That's the fastest one he's ever done.
Wow.
That is a record.
Incredible.
Hoo-wee.
CD BC. Clear debris before canopy. Big acronym guy.
All right, I'll go next. Nate wants to know, what is the best to plant on low ground, provided it's not actually flooded? Comeback hid and hot chick are easily our most adaptable to water.
Don't give yourself a boom.
All right, Spinner. You gave yourself a nickname, BLT.
Fair.
All right, sir, this one's for you. Corey John wants to know, how do the e-consults work? Can you do it in person or does it have to be online?
E-consults are online, consists of 2 phone calls. 1, getting an idea for your property. 2 is the final follow-up where we go through a map and send you right away with a bunch of discount codes. Boom.
What about
Full food plot plan.
Can we do it in person? Yes. We haven't, but we can
Yeah.
maybe soon.
We can soon.
We could take the domain private jet and get there lickety split. I think a helicopter would be cooler than a jet.
Dropping in a helicopter.
All right, this is for anybody. Which annual has the highest browse tolerance? I mean, Clutch Clover does. Showstopper does.
Yeah.
The Forage Oats do. Motherlode has so much forage it can handle browse. You got
Hall
options. Hall Pass is mostly an annual.
yeah, I suppose there's
that's a great one.
There's some clovers.
There you go, Kelly. You got a lot of options. Rob Eschman asks, will planting clover in spring help build the soil for fall annuals?
Yep.
Clutch Clover, this one here.
It's what I'm doing actually. I'll sidebar for a second. In the horseshoe around the house plot, I'm putting clutch clover in on Sunday morning.
Love that.
I'm going to frost seed it because then I'm going to go till it in and create another magical horseshoe with green machine and no BS.
I heard you're going to plant that power line too in clutch.
Whole thing.
The whole thing?
Yep.
That's actually an interesting thing to bring up. So we have a power line that runs through kind of the front. It's like between my cabin and the road, but they just came in and mulched it and like cleared all the trees. And I was like, man, this is the time to like clear, but there's so much debris, but you can still see good soil there. And it's like, all it's going to be is a bunch of weeds coming up. And Mike's like, well, don't go clear the debris. Just go broadcast clutch into it. And now you're going to have that. But now here's the concern is now it's an annual. Now next year, would it make more sense for me to do comeback kid hot chick combo into that versus a clutch? Because it's going to grow up tall. I mean, it grows up to your waist.
You could do a combo of both, maybe. I mean, here's the thing. If you're going to go clear that thing, which I would 100% recommend, it involves a skid steer and multiple days.
Like a skid steer with a rock bucket where you can just
for multiple days.
keep it low and
So,
get the
like,
sticks.
if somebody had the ambition, ability, whatever, I would say 100% clear that sucker.
I had the ability, I just don't have the ambition.
100%. That's why I said it first. That's why I mentioned that first. It's going to take a long time to clear it. So in your situation, my thought was just get out there and broadcast the seed, knowing that some of it's not going to germinate because it's going to be on the mulch. Some of it is. The weeds are going to grow, but you're going to have good plants growing amongst the weeds. So you're trying to create the best possible scenario.
They already go through there and graze.
100% they do. And then if there's an area where they're just mow it.
Maybe we should post that video on our page and see what people think.
Sure could.
I think you should post it, but then go in there and still broadcast your seed. And then post it like 2 months later.
With the amazingness that you've created.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we can do that.
All right. Sammy, do you prefer a long-term perennial plot or an annual plot to hunt over?
Oh,
Long term.
Ooh. Why?
That's all I have.
Firm but fair.
You killed Big Chungus on it, so. What are the advantages and disadvantages of large food plots, 4+ acres, versus small food plots, 1/4 acre or smaller? Do deer prefer lots of food in a big field, or does the lack of cover play against the attractiveness of the foraging opportunity? That is thorough.
oof,
Whoa. I think a combination of both. I don't typically have the opportunity to do both. I think scenarios can be different too. Like the way you plant a big food plot, you can build in some dirty bird or some motherlode or some taller growing things and some shorter growing things.
Incognito.
100%. You can build things into it to create structure and obviously feed a whole hell of a lot more deer with a big plot. So you're going to attract more deer because you have more food. But I think killing deer oftentimes comes down to that smaller area where they stage and where they're comfortable during daylight. I think it was JJ or somebody too. Like there's a picture of that oat and kale plot. It looks like it's 5 acres. It's probably 2, but it's wide open. And there's like 40 deer in it. So I think there's more to it than like deer will feed in open areas.
What's what we talked about the lower field today? It's like we need obstruction in the lower field because otherwise those bucks a lot of times will skirt it and then they'll show up after dark. But, early season, you tend to get more of those bucks coming into those food plots if you can get one patterned. But, like, during rut and stuff like that, like, if they're coming through cruising, you need to figure out a way to block their view so they have to come in there for you to get a shot, depending on where your stand is.
So I don't know that we answered your question, but if you can, more food means more deer.
Lower Field's what, an acre and a half?
I think it's just under 2. We thought it was like 10, but
When we got down there, I'm like, this is like 30 acres. Mike's like, you only bought 50 total. I'm like, oh.
This leads to our next question from Corey Jacobson. What's the best way to break up your food plot to funnel deer near your stand?
Incognito.
Incognito. You could now use incognito, switchgrass, dirty bird, or landing strip. Mm-hmm. You have options.
3.
What do you want? Do you want them to feed on it, or do you not want them to feed on it?
Right.
I like having the incognito like closer to the sand because they're not going to eat it.
Yeah.
Dirty bird, they're going to get in there
They're
and
going to
munch.
hammer that, yeah. Jacob Beam, what do you guys recommend planting with not much equipment? I can use a hand tool equipment, but not large equipment.
Timmy's favorite mix.
It's an OBS kind of deal, right? The spinner just told you how to do it. Mm-hmm. Plastic, not steel.
Rake, yeah.
Is there a particular plastic rake you like to buy?
Ours is maroon.
Craftsman. Maroon.
Got a 2-foot fan head on it.
2-foot fan head.
The maroon plastic rake with the 2-foot maroon.
Got a good fan head on it.
The last one I bought was green, and it had a little mini rake that detached from the
Oh
middle.
no!
Sucker
What was the
mint.
purpose of the mini rake?
Making a mock scrape.
Oh god! I've already got a tool for that.
Fair.
2-foot fan head.
Can you spray elbow grease on an existing perennial plot? So the answer is yes. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a little bit longer on this one because it's super interesting. So if you want to improve your pH by spraying elbow grease on your existing plot, you want to do it before rain. So the calcium and the elbow grease and the nutrients get down to the soil. However, plants love calcium too. So if you spray it directly on your plot, it will benefit your plot, and you're going to find that deer are going to eat it more frequently, and it'll be way more attractive because of the level of calcium. So it can work 2 ways. Like if you want to improve attraction, you can spray it on there just to improve attraction. And if you want to improve your soil, do it before rain. So super unique, super interesting product that way.
Look at the fan head.
That is a nice fan head.
I wish I could see it better.
Who is that in the picture?
We used to have the setup where we got to see it on the TV.
Yeah, but then all I did was stare at it.
Yeah, things seem to have gone downhill in here.
When you mow hot chicken comeback kid, what height do you want to mow it to? Anybody paying attention here?
5 inches.
5 inches, huh?
Yeah. 5 to 7.
Yeah, cut it in half. Don't do more than that.
Most guys overestimate what 5 to 7 actually is. Maybe, get out there and measure it.
Timmy. Don't mow for drought. Yeah,
I was
that'd be
just gonna
bad.
say that.
If it flowers, it's a good time to mow.
I mean, even my John Deere lawnmower, as high as it can go, it's still a little low.
A little risky, but
Like,
it'll work.
you're talking probably 4.5 inch.
Yep.
Like that's tricky.
So
I don't like it.
what food plot mixes can be mowed?
My kid, hot chick.
Clutch once, and that's it.
That's a sweet ass rake.
That's it.
Yeah.
That rake's dialed. He's right. That fan head's real nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 2-foot fan head.
It's gotta be more.
So what seed would you recommend planting for a fall plot if I frost seeded a 1/4 acre plot of clutch clover?
Green machine.
There you go.
Boom.
Done.
Yeah.
Booms himself. Apparently you can't do that. If I frost seeded comeback kid and hot chick, is it too late to plant forage oats with it later? It's really hard to seed into perennials. Really, really hard. Perennials have a really deep, vast, dense root system. Once they establish, they are designed to not allow other plants to grow. So it can be really hard. What I found, if you have equipment, you can go in there and kind of rough it up with a disc so your perennials are still growing, and then add some grains in there. Could be a good option. Timmy Chad wants to know what your favorite meal is to make with venison.
Ooh.
I just made it last night.
Oh, perfect. Perfect timing.
Venison ring bologna. with mac and cheese.
Oh, we had that last night too.
We had venison.
So good.
we had venison last night too.
Do you know what the best part about it was?
love
Came
mac
time
and
for lunch today, and it wasn't having a ham sandwich. Guess
No.
what I was having?
Red
Leftover
bologna.
mac and cheese. Mac and cheese the day after is.
What kind of mac and cheese?
See, I'm a Kraft guy, but we had the Annie's
Annie's
shell
tastes different.
and the
They
shells.
don't eat it.
I don't like the shells.
They don't eat it.
Give me the normal noodle.
I'm a Velveeta guy though.
The shells kind of sucked. They all clumped together. I couldn't get them with the fork. Lunch was a little bit of a struggle today for me. I had to use a spoon.
All right, I'm gonna do 2 more and then we'll move on to BLT.
I got a mac and cheese question.
Okay.
Have you ever put Lowry's seasoning salt on mac and cheese?
I have not.
No.
Life changing.
I put a little Cajun on mine last night.
So what is it?
Like the
what
Creole?
What makes it so much better?
It's the way it tastes.
Just a little.
Well, duh.
Lowry's on it.
Just like.
But what kind of mac and cheese are we talking? Kraft?
Do you like powdered cheese? Huh.
Dude, Velveeta is gross.
Yeah.
Touche. Touche. I see. Mom doesn't buy me Kraft, so I guess I don't eat Kraft. All right, what are the top 2 brassica plants to attract deer?
Big sexy.
Brassica plants, individual plants.
Oh,
I assume that's what he's asking. The top 2 brassica plants.
Radish.
Do you like radishes or turnips, or do you like hybrid brassicas, or do you like kale?
Kohlrabi.
Kohlrabi.
Oh, yeah.
kohlrabi.
Tell you what,
Kohlrabi.
wingman is silly. I don't think it got nearly enough respect
No.
last year.
Let's go to this year.
It's crazy.
Oh, Kemosabe?
Sure.
That one, yeah.
Kill Robbie.
There we go.
That's what it was.
I asked Bob the neighbor where all the deer were this year, eating the kohlrabi.
Thumbs.
I'm telling you.
He liked that.
He liked it for a bit.
Yeah.
Outside of that, what seed within a brassica mix that we sell or a fall plot mix? Winter peas. They freaking crush winter peas.
I was so lost there.
Inside of a fall
You
mix,
said
what
like 14 things, and we were like,
inside of a fall plot, what do they really, really like? They hammer winter peas.
BLT.
My dad killed that buck. Killed it without the peas.
The question was favorite brassica though.
I know, but I'm switching gears.
Oh, already?
This used to be a lot easier, and it was just Mike and I in the basement with a cell phone. Now we got freaking
Now you can't get away
We got
with
like eight people here judging everything I say. Daniel's son's coming at me. It's like, keepers, kittens, what's going on here? He's hammering me the whole time.
Oh, gosh. Danny boy. All right.
We are actually like officially Facebook friends.
Well, hey, that's a start. It's a start to a blossoming friendship. Last one from
His
Zach.
wife must have done.
From Zach Warner. What product doubles best as a deer and turkey attractor?
Sugar mama.
Chicory.
You know what I like to do? I like to plant hall pass in the fall, and then kill turkeys over it in the spring.
What do you mean you like to?
Big turkey guy.
How many turkeys have you killed doing that strategy? Let's double click on that for a second.
No, seriously. I mean, think about turkeys and what they do. Like having winter rye and winter wheat. That's where they're going to be.
They're in there grubbing.
Hell yeah.
Is that what's led to your infinite
my turkey success?
Now you say that, but we're going to shoot 3 birds off your piece.
Oh yeah.
You want to come kill one at my place?
I only have 1 tag.
You got standing winter peas.
Oh, yeah.
Whole field of them. Oh, poor Timmer.
Sorry, Tim.
BLT, baby.
It's fine.
Oh gosh.
Just having a great day today, and then
Changing gears.
This is why we only see Tim once a month, too.
We're not going to go down this. That was good. We're not going to go down this rabbit hole, but this might be one of the better comments I've seen on Beers and Bucks. And Tucker Quinn goes, "Changing gears. How do I become a better wrestler?"
that's a spin-off podcast.
We don't have time for that rabbit hole, but that's really good.
Tuesday Timmy's there.
Yeah, Tuesdays with Timmy. We'll
Yeah.
cover all
2 hour
kinds of
Tuesdays.
tips,
Tune in for that one.
tips and tricks on form.
Takedowns, form.
Ooh, another kind of mac and cheese on here too. I missed all these comments when I was
A lot of good ones.
Dana's. I've never even heard of Dana's.
Kelly asked a good question. Kelly Olson was like, "What's the smallest plot you would plant in winter peas?" And it's like, it's funny with.
I mean,
This is
problem with winter peas is
they crush them.
and they don't come back.
But it's cool if you get them planted at the right time with green machine, or you could mix winter peas
They
in.
work great with other things. Yeah.
You need those other cover crops to grow so they can mature, but then they just come in. What is everyone laughing at?
Start by eating my favorite brassica, winter pea.
I didn't say that. What I said was fall mix. I think they like
I
a
looked around
winter.
the room. There were 6 guys that were all just trying to figure out what the hell you were saying.
Of all the plants you can plant for a fall plot, which one are they going to hammer the most? It's a winter pea. All day long.
It didn't come out like that. I
was corn fused.
Came out. Yeah, it was weird. But I'm glad it came out. A lot of mac and cheese recipes here too. I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur.
Dude, I
is
like this.
fantastic. This is really good. Powder ranch and Parmesan cheese.
Ooh.
I mean, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Whew.
So you're gonna get Ma on that.
Yeah, get my on that one. I mean, why don't you just send her this list here?
Normally, yeah.
Probably have it by the time you get home. Be perfect. A Chufin pounder, the Pecker Wrecker. Your old Dr. Durr.
Dr. Durr.
That actually is a pretty good name.
It's great.
for a
yeah.
mix.
It might
I
cross
get
the
it.
line just a hair.
Did you see this, Dr. Durr?
I mean, he gave it to you. He obviously saw it.
Is that the actual shed that's ruined?
That's just a trophy.
like he cut
First
it
place
off.
trophy.
That head.
First place.
I do think we should talk about Kansas just for a smidge.
Let's do it.
So we're giving away the bow hunt 2020, fall of 2026. Deadline to enter ends April 1st. Go to our website, click on the front page,
Coming up.
literally put your name and enter. That's all you gotta do. What is it, a 5 or 6 day archery hunt? Peak of the rut, some of the best country in the world. The only chance to hunt homegrown Kansas in the next 2 years is this. It's sold out outside of that.
Can't wait.
True chance at shooting a booner. I shed hunted there for 2 days and I can attest to that. So we'll announce, I don't know what day we'll announce, maybe the 2nd or the 3rd. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just another rabbit hole for Timmy. But as I was saying, hop online, enter. It costs nothing to enter. We're going to select one of those fun randomizers, and one lucky person will win. Once you do win, we will communicate with you on how to apply for a point to guarantee you get a tag in 2026. So we'll help with that. You'll be in charge of buying your tag, travel. Once you get there, everything's taken care of, fully guided, food. The chef is incredible. The lodging's incredible. The property's incredible. It'll be the hunt of a lifetime. So, and there's a couple of funny guys on there that they're calling it a scam on our page. That guy ain't gonna win. I
Yeah.
can tell you that. But it's gonna be pretty cool for whoever it is.
Those people are bettering your odds.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
They will not be randomly selected.
Poor guy.
I feel bad for Roger. It ain't gonna happen for
Roger
him.
Dodger.
Oh boy, we got 10 minutes or less. I think we still need to talk a little bit about switchgrass. I know you guys covered it on your tomorrow task, but
You should go over
it's buzzy.
like maintenance on it. We get a lot of that. Can you mix them
Yep.
with the varieties?
Totally. So we have 3 varieties: Sundance, RC, Big Rock, and Cave and Rock. Really, all of them can be used for concealment or bedding. What I always tell people is if it's for concealment, use the 10 pounds per acre rate that we recommend. If it's for bedding, cut it down. Use 5-6 pounds per acre. If it's so dense, the deer aren't going to bed in it. If it's less dense, they will. So that's more of a trial and error type of thing. And there's also there's so many trains of thought on how people use switchgrass nowadays. Some people will do an incredible job prepping, killing weeds, doing all the things to make sure only their switchgrass grows. And then I flip the Facebook on and I see Lucas selling a property where a guy literally clear cut his property and broadcast switchgrass into it. And it was one of the more incredible things I've ever seen. It was kind of dirty. There was some weeds in it. There was some gnarly stuff in it. But I kind of like that had sticks in it and browse, and like the deer were literally bedding in the switchgrass and feeding in the browse. Pretty cool scenario. So I think there's a variety of ways to prep and plant it. Frost seeding's great. Having that freeze thaw on the switchgrass helps improve the immediate germination. Switchgrass has a hard coating on it, so if it doesn't freeze, it'll lay dormant for a while, which is fine too. And some of it will germinate right away, some will wait. Maintenance wise, burn or mow. Or some guys will just let it go. They'll just kind of let it be rough and
Like the first year, you'd let it go?
I probably would, yeah. I would give it a couple of years to establish, and I would cut it or mow it or burn it. But some guys will just let it go. They'll plant it and forget about it, and it just gets rough and edgy and dirty and gnarly, and they're okay with that. So, I mean, it'll last forever if you want it to. What did I miss, Spinner? Anything? You feel a lot of the questions through your econ salts and whatnot, but
Hit it all.
all of it?
Most of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the first Beers and Bucks we've ever had where we have mac and cheese recipes getting linked in the comments.
AmandasCooking.com. I mean, we better get some royalties off whatever she says.
How about, hey, I have an idea. What if the next Beers and Bucks, we take a couple of these recipes,
Well, we're getting yelled at. We didn't answer a question.
but then we rate them live on the pod?
I'm down. We're getting yelled at big time here.
Uh-oh.
They want to know who's killed the biggest buck.
I already commented.
You said you. We know that to be inaccurate.
G-Man. G-Money.
Yeah, I mean, Grant's killed like a
180.
187?
184.
184. JJ kills like 3 160s every year.
8-pointers.
Yeah. The 5 of us on here are the ones that kill the smallest deer.
Yeah.
Normally.
Fair.
Yeah.
I just killed 5.5-year-old 6 points.
I mean, yeah. Obviously. So yes, G money or Grunt or Grant or whatever we're calling him.
Groot.
He's
He's got something special.
I'm not going to
here
talk
in the
about
mix,
it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying words. But he might do it again.
Yeah.
He might do it again.
A lot bigger.
We'll just say that. We'll just say that. We don't know how.
I mean, like a 185.
We don't know how broad our audience is. We don't want to give away too many
Yeah,
secrets.
true.
I'm going to shoot something freaky this year. I'm calling it.
Calling a shot over here.
A big 9.
BLT.
I'm going to get a raghorn in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a good way to kick the year off.
I don't even care. I just want elk meat, and
Fair.
that's going to be phenomenal. And then I'm going to just shoot something just absolutely silly.
Just a.
I'm calling it.
At the Whistle Farm, just the.
No, I'm
Wisconsin.
talking Wisconsin, dude.
Oh.
Yep.
JJ, I need 2 winners, by the way, for rapid fire. All right, so rapid fire, 2 random winners. Reach out to us on Facebook. You can select the merch of your choice, and a peach.
We'll send you a peach in a Ziploc baggie. You can tell us how the.
Nick Neubauer.
Nick Neubauer, we answered his question too. Nick Neubauer sent us a message, and we will send us a message with the selection of your choice. If it's a shirt, please tell us the size, and then we'll get that sent to you. And
Rob Eschman.
I think we answered his question too. Perfect. So Rob and Nick, send us a name, address, social security number, credit card number, all the things, and we'll send you some merch. And thanks for everybody that, I think there was like 55 questions on there. So we enjoy rapid fire. It's a fun time for us, but also a fun time to spread knowledge without being annoying.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Most of us. I mean, we all learned that winter peas are Nebraska, which is new to me.
BLT. BLT.
Source of information for us. You and Daniel's son texting.
We're commenting. He did say that it was the podcast where I talked about wrestling a bear that we came up with the nickname for him, Daniel's son.
That's his name.
Well, I know, but it was Karate Kid. Karate Kid, Daniel's
He was
son.
named after the Karate Kid. So he didn't feel bad because we said Daniel's son.
Daniel's
Daniel's
son.
Karate Kid was named after him.
Oh, the Karate Kid was
I
named
named
after
him.
him.
Karate Kid this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of a theme.
I got to get back to naming deer. I just haven't done like.
I got Mr. Miyagi this year.
I'm gonna name deer this year again.
It's fun. People give you shit about it, like, oh, I'm old school, like dumbasses naming their deer. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of fun. Like, I don't kill deer. I might as well at least name them.
Yeah. I had browse, like, in the big 9. Like, that's so lame.
So creative.
You're one of those guys.
So creative.
No, I'm getting back to
I
it.
like Bob. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Good name. Bob. That was Donnie's deer, Bob. That's solid. That's a good one. My neighbor's dog's name is Dan. And it kills me. Like, it's the funniest name I've ever heard for a dog.
Hey, Dan!
Yelling at Dan all the time. It's like,
Jonathan Jones says he's the original JJ. I would be careful, Jonathan.
fighting words there.
JJ's wearing his baseball championship
He
t-shirt.
is wearing his 2021 Boyceville Bulldogs Wisconsin State
Might have to have a thumb wrestle.
Yearbook's open.
You might drill a 90-mile-an-hour fastball off your forehead. Ooh. Yeah. That's not good. 88. They hurt the same, I'm sure. I quit baseball the second there was a fastball and a curveball.
I quit when I couldn't hit it in T-ball. My dad was not impressed. Actually, when we got